Hello YouTubers, this is going to probably be a long one, so get a beer and some potato chips and get ready to watch. If it goes over 30 minutes, then this camera automatically shuts off. I don't have any control of it. I hope to pull that tree over. We're going to go up closer to it, and my neighbor's coming over to, I don't know, I guess he knows the number to 911. This thing has got to be about the trifecta of nasty stuff to cut down. I have not messed with it. It's been dead for 5 years. It's leaning toward the barn. I think I showed you that in another one. Anyhow, it's 9 foot 7 inches around the base, 2 foot up. I measured it. Still got the lines on it. It took me about 4 hours to get that lines on. I got it on the 3rd throw, but up there at the crotch of it, I guess it's eaten out. When I put a knot in there and tried to pull it over, it wouldn't go, and I covered with electrical tape, and then I covered it with this, and I covered it with that, and I finally got it to go over. So then I had the big rope on it. After I got the big rope on it, then which, I don't know if you can see it up there, there's a steel cable going up here. Well, the steel cable, you know, it had turnbuckles and stuff on it, or I don't know what they call them. So I had to take all them off, so it was a easier line to pull over, and it still wouldn't go over. And it took me, I bet 3 to 4 hours to get all that up and this all rigged. Now, you can see I think you can see it. See the cable? That's the cable going to it. Now it's about 25 foot up in that tree, so that's giving me good leverage, I think. Then with the snatch block, that's giving me more leverage. Now I'm gonna notch this tree here. I'm gonna notch, and hopefully, I don't want it to fall, but as that tree comes down, see, it goes up there, it's gonna catch in just about every tree there is up there. So I'm hoping that it'll bring this one down with it. I'm just gonna put a small notch on this side and tape going back from the back side of that. Okay, up here through 10 tons of briars, I got a lot of clothes on. Ouch! These briars are bad. That's a hickory tree. I don't really care for hickory trees, but I still don't want to kill it. I've got 2 nylon straps around it because I didn't think one was enough. And what you can't see is there's a cable above me right now that's so tight that you could tightrope on. And it goes back to the bobcat. You can swing on this here. It would lift me up. But that's the thing. That puts me 200 feet from that tree. So I think I'm pretty good. But I think when I start pulling it over, a lot of that upper stuff is going to be coming loose and coming down. That's one reason I don't want to be under it. Another reason that I don't want to be under it is because it's, or cut it with a chainsaw, because it's dead around the base of it. I guess, I don't know whether I showed you that the other day or not. I don't want to make this too long before I start pulling. We're at 3 minutes. Man, you can't believe these briars here. I don't think they show up. Hard to walk through here, especially for an old guy. I worked on the chainsaws. If I can't pull it over, I'm gonna put tension on it and pull it with the cut it with the chainsaw, but then I'll have enough tension on it. I think I'll have a little control over it. See, you got so much rod in it on this side, I couldn't get a good notch. It's leaning that way. It's got a million dead limbs up it. It's probably, I'm guessing it's 100 foot tall, or it was. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna put you in the tripod over there. That's the saw, that's the tree there. I'm gonna just put a little notch in. Not gonna be wearing my safety pajamas. Probably should, but it's just not in the cards today. So if I have to saw that thing at the base down, I'll put them on. I'll put them on because I'll be using the saw with a 36-inch bar on it. Oh man, there's holes all over here. When these stumps rot out, they leave a hole, and then the next thing you know, you're walking along and you fall in the hole. Anyhow, I think you guys will be in a safe spot over here. My neighbor's going to be cruising in. I'm a little bit behind. He had a little bit of a forest fire over there. He was burning a long ways from the woods, and 50, 75 foot from where he is burning, an ember came down and lit the woods on fire, and you can see, I guess you'll see, it's just solid 6 inches of leaves, and it started burning, and we went over there and started playing forest fire. I think this is going to get the best shot of it. That's the tree there that I'm going to cut, so I'm going to do that, and just stay tuned. Then I'm going to walk. The Kubota is way up that way, not the Kubota, the Bobcat. Anyhow, stay tuned. It ought to be, something's going to happen, don't know what, but it's going to be exciting. It's always exciting here. For my neighbor, I gave him a call. Whew, I was going to set this thing down over there on that tree stump, but the tree stump looked like it could have debris come down on it. Now I got that one tree, I got an all right notch in it. I don't know whether you can see that or not. I got an all right notch in it, and a back cut and a wedge in it, so it shouldn't come back this way. I can't see if you're this way. It should go that way, but it is leaning this way, so I'm hoping if I can pull this out, it'll hit that and take them all down at one time. So now I'm kind of waiting on my neighbor. Come on, Penny, get here, you old man. I don't even hear him, don't even see him. He's the one that's got the little razor. Razor, I'm not sure. Anyhow, I did put my hard hat on. I am out of breath. I am ready to go. I think I'm gonna start walking up but I don't want him to knock into the camera. I think I got a pretty good shot of everything here. I'm trying to get it up as high as you can. I won't be able to see it come because it's coming straight at me. But believe it or not, that thing's probably moved a couple degrees that way with all the tension on it. That cable up there's got enough tension on it that you could probably tight wire across it. Where in the world is he? Well, I ain't waiting no more. That's all there is to it. Because I might want to do some after video. And my whole project today was to get that tree down, get that other tree down, and I'm hoping that the wood in the upper part of that tree is a low enough percent that I can cut it up and get some quick boiler wood. That's kind of what I'm hoping on. Come on, Belt. I don't know where he is. Anyhow, I'm going to go up there. The bobcat's running. It's warmed up. I'll leave that chainsaw there just because I don't feel like carrying it any further. It's going to take me a while to get up there for the show, so it's just, you know, if I knew how to edit, I would edit all the nonsense out. So you're just going to go down to the bottom, click on the gear thing, and zoom forward, or just zoom forward until you see me pulling again. That's the best thing I could recommend. So you don't waste your time. I gotta hike up the hill. sure hope you guys saw everything I saw. I know I didn't have the camera in the right place and I should have had a drone, but I don't have all that stuff. We're gonna go up there and look at it. Can you see? I can't even see in here if the stump is, if you can see the stump. I pulled stump and everything out, which is what my plan was. Of course, every time I get here, that stupid phone rings. Why do they know to call when I'm in the middle of something? Of course, it's my daughter. She knows somehow when I'm doing something. Hello, I can't talk now, I'm shooting a video. All right, I'll call you back when I'm done. Love you, bye. It was a big video. Bye-bye. Guys, that's the big stump. Woo. Look at all this wood. Now I'll cut some of that, and I think I can get some boiler wood out of that for tonight. I want to get one basket. Man, and you got to be careful cutting here now too, because there's a bunch of cables in here. Look at all that, man. It just, let's see, where's the tree that I can't even find the tree. Oh, there it is. No, that's a hickory tree. Over there's the tree that I cut, which that came down gracefully along with this. That's a hickory tree that came up with it. I kind of thought it might. Look at all this debris. Got the road closed down here. Road closure. Have to call. I was waiting for Penny and giving him hell, and he was up here. See his razor? He was up here waiting on me. He says, I've been waiting up here for 10 minutes. The movie wasn't 10 minutes long. Look at this. Snapped off in the center. Yeah, I think this is probably going to be dry enough. I'll put the moisture meter on it. Woo, it's cracked pretty good. That's the hickory. I hate hickory, so I don't care about the loss of that tree. The cable. Old man's out of breath. That did, I like it when, as, what was it that the show Hannibal used to say, I like it when a plan comes together. This plan here did pretty good. I'm pleased with it. There's a dogwood. I'd kind of like to get the dogwood back. I kind of like them, but there's a dogwood disease along with everything else getting. That's a boatload of wood there, guys. I want to see what was hanging me up. I'm telling you, I took about 3 hours getting that cable over this. Now, mind you, this thing is still pretty dangerous. I got my hard hat on because there'll still be limbs coming out of the ground. It went into a V here. I guess it was locking right in there, and I couldn't get the rope over that. I mean, it was just locking it up tight. I ended up putting I put a plastic, not a bag, heavy plastic over the rope and over the knot, and I must have used a roll of electrical tape, but that's all right. I don't care. Boy, you talking about a nice, you need to take that, Nathan. You want this thing, a chunk of oak, it's probably 3 foot, it might be 3 foot wide here. There was my this piece here. I cut it so it kind of go that way, and I don't think you could get a better direction on that. I mean, it's out from under that tree. Guys, I think I got pretty lucky. Now I come down and cut this off later. Probably stand it back up. I don't need a big hole in the ground. Excuse me. I gotta clean up my red, white, and blue. That's a 1 inch. This is a 1 inch rope here, nylon. Pulled the chain up, pulled the cable up over there. Now you guys are talking how your cable, your winch needs this and your winch needs that, and your winch, you know, you need more. That winch has got some pull, guys. This is still got a lot of danger to it. So don't think it's, you got to treat it pretty gently. But this feels wet here. I can feel this, where this bark's on it. That feels wet, but that's going to be good next year's firewood. So we're coming out. I got 1,000,000 feet of cable to wind up. I'm not going to bring you through that horrendous thing. Whew. Old man's out of breath. That tree has worried me for 5 years. And I thought about it and thought about it. Uh-oh. Is that you, dear? You missed the show. Did you hear it? From the house? The house, guys, is way up there. It's down. It did exactly the way I wanted it. I couldn't have, if I had planned it this way, which I did plan it this way, it would have never happened this way, so this must have been an accident. So, now I gotta get some wood for the boiler. All right, guys. We'll go up and meet my neighbor again. You gonna help load wood? No, you gonna take trash out tonight? Can you see her down there? She's hiding. She's gonna be on video and she doesn't know it. There she is. It's kind of like Bigfoot hiding in the woods down there. There she goes. Ooh. Well, guys, I'm glad you came along for this. My next movie is going to be cutting this up so I can get through to my road, bringing a basket down and getting that loaded up. I think for now, I don't know, I might get this cable up. I got probably 200 foot of cable. You can see it down there. 200 foot of cable to come up. I didn't even push into that tree too hard, I don't think. That's a hickory tree too. Don't like hickory trees. Let me see how hard I pushed against the tree. I put these over the cable. I cabled it last night. Like I said, it took about 3 or 4 hours to get all that on there. Oh, I didn't even push on that tree. I put those there so I wouldn't hurt it, but that was good. What do you think, Penny Belt?
Were you just winding a little bit at a time, or was you just keeping it pressure on?
What's that?
Were you winding it?
The whole time.
You were winding it the whole time?
The whole time. I put the wind to it.
And it's just slowly doing that?
Yep. Roots and everything down there. The whole big root ball. The root ball must be 10 foot tall.
It did pull it up by the roots?
Yeah.
The way it looked from up here, it looked like it just split off at the top. Like
No, that's 30 feet up.
God.
That's 30 foot up.
First I saw that up there, I says, you know, that other tree might start to come.
Well, it started picking on one over on that side, and it rolled around it just enough, or it came through enough, and that's why I think it's broke in half. If that hadn't caught up in there, I think that's what, because I just kept pulling.
I could hear it every now and then go crack.
Yeah. I was down there waiting on you. I didn't see you pull up here. This thing's so quiet, it's terrible.
Yeah, I can sneak around, you don't even know I'm here.
Didn't even know it. Yeah. So now I'm gonna go get my basket. I think I'm gonna wind some of that cable up. Go get my basket. I need a basket of firewood for the next couple days.
Well, you just put all the fire out in my place. You could have just
taken that wood, huh?
Yeah,
well, I don't.
It was already lit for you.
I know it. You trying to burn the woods down? He burned about, what do you think, about a half acre?
Yeah.
He was doing a good job. Leave control.
Yeah, leave control, all right.
Now, in case you need to know, this is Main Street here, okay? This is Main Street. Okay, that's the main. It goes from that end of the property to the other end of the property.
Okay, this is the Main Street.
This is Boardwalk.
That's
Boardwalk or Boardwalk Place. The next one up is Park
Avenue.
Park Avenue or Park Place. I don't know.
What's the one up there by the sawmill?
I ain't named it yet. I ain't named that one yet.
Oh my Lord.
The deer aren't going to know how to go through here tonight, are they?
No, they're not. You've cut off
their path. There was a big deer path. Now, the next one I got going down, I should go video that and drop that. That one's got to be a chainsaw job though. That's over there. That's just as big. I don't think it's going to hit anything, but I got to chainsaw it. I got to put my.
Why do you have chainsaw?
Because I really don't like the stump being around any. The stump is just kind of a big hole there.
Yeah, and then you got to get rid of the stump.
No, I'm not going to get rid of the stump. I might push it back over in the hole.
Yeah.
You know, bring the dozer up and push it back in the hole. But the other one over there is just as big. There's 3 of them over there that I want to get down. I know it's just as big, and it's been dead for 4 or 5 years also. So
Well, all of that dead in the top, or just the ones in the center?
all of it was dead.
The whole top was dead.
Yeah, that whole tree's been dead for 5 years.
Is that right?
Yeah, I was just afraid to. I didn't know how to tackle it, and then I decided I would see how strong that winch was. Everybody says that winch doesn't have any power. That winch can't. You got to do this to make that winch stronger, and you got to do this, and you got to. And I said, man, we'll see what
Well,
it's
you didn't even. You weren't racing the Bobcat. You were just idling.
Yeah, it just pulled it right out. Didn't even think about it. Wasn't even a challenge. The winch didn't even pop or nothing.
No, that's why I didn't know if you were just stopping. And then and then just waiting a minute and then giving it some more or not.
No, it was just steady pulling.
Because from listening to it, you would have never known it was doing anything.
Well, guys, I got to call it quits because I'm at 27 minutes, and this actually knocks out at 30 automatically, not out of my control, which I'm out of control, so that's out of control, so it fits right in. I sure hope that you could see that crash. If not, you really missed something good.
Yeah, you did.
So, and I won't know until I put you on the confuser tonight. So that's over and out for this one. The next one's going to be cutting some of those limbs up so I can get up and down and get one basket of load of wood for the boiler tonight. So I hope you to give me a thumbs up on this one and the next one and the one after that. And I hope you give a thumbs up to everybody. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.